Hello and welcome to Moon Magick Tarot. My name is Amby and this is the 2016 yearly overview for Libra. And so what I'm going to do is, oops, they're already flip-flapping all over the place. So what I'm going to do is pull one card for each month of 2016, and then we'll have one card that's like the general energy of the year. You know, like the kind of the undercurrent or like a common theme that runs underneath it. So alright, so we are doing Libra 2016. I think we've got our January just flung out for real. So Libra 2016. You ready? Alright. Start there. Okay, January, February, March, April, May, going high, there we go, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Comico. Voila. And then, so, let's see here. Okay, Libra, the undercurrent for your whole year is the star. Okay? That's beautiful. The star is just a card of hope. This is a very, very, very good omen for this year. I think. And it's a beautiful card, so do soak that up. Yeah, so this just means behind everything there's going to be this hope that keeps kind of pushing you along. So let's start with January. January, you start with the Empress. Okay, and the Empress is basically the archetype of like supreme mother, you know, like ideal mother, ideal feminine. Doesn't even have to be mother, but the ideal feminine mostly. It's very nurturing and compassionate, caring, soft, connected to her emotions, intuitive. Yeah, just very, you know, soft. And so when she shows up for a month, I mean, it's like it's gonna be kind of not so much calm, because feminine can be calm, but obviously females are not always calm. Like they have, or their emotions run deep a lot of the time. This can mean yeah, new beginnings of new things. This could be you get word of like a pregnancy even because of the nurturing aspect of it, but it can be bringing something in, creating something new, manifesting something new, because women are like, our bodies create, so that means it's very creative, intuitively inspired creativity. So I think in January you'll get a stroke of inspiration that, oops, Wyland, get down. Why do you gotta always jump in the cards, dude? That was Wyland, one of my kitty cats, so let's hope he doesn't want to jump up here again. Anyways, what I was saying was, in January, most likely you'll have a stroke of inspiration that comes through intuitively, and it matters. It's significant. It adds to your reality well. So it doesn't have to be like creative in the way that we talk, or usually like arts and poetry and painting and music and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be those things. Just, you know, you can creatively write code on computers if that's what you do, if that's your thing, you know. So whatever it is that is where you express your creativity, it looks like you'll be inspired in some way to create something new that's beneficial and kind of you know, like with nurturing you're adding to another human being. You're kind of, your creations nurture whatever it impacts. In February, you have the Two of Cups. Now this is awesome. This is like a connection on a deeper level. This is like, you see they're connecting at their mind. It's like sweet mind magic, but it comes down with their hearts, connects to their hearts, like through their hearts, through their mind and to the other. This is usually almost always romantic love, but it's like a deepening of love. It can be new love that comes in, but if it's new love that comes in, it comes in really deep. It comes in hot. It's not just like you're going to ease into a nice little relationship with this new person. It's like, bam, you've been caught hook, line, and sinker, and you're already, you're already planning it out in your head what your future together is going to be really quickly. If you're already partnered, this is definitely a deepening. Like, you remember the reason why you fell for this person, and maybe even discover a new aspect of your significant other, or your partner that you weren't aware of before, that just deepens your sense of love and appreciation for that person, and in turn they see that in you as well. So this is really beautiful. If you're not even looking for partnership, it could fall in your lap whether you're looking for it or not. Like, that's absolutely possible with this, but it can also, and especially because this is a general reading, this could also just be something happens to where you have a deeper love and appreciation for yourself. This could be you looking in the mirror and seeing all those things that you wished that were true about you are now true. Now you're starting to see those manifest into your reality, so you feel really, really positive about who you are as a person and where you've come and the growth you have been cultivating in yourself, so that you can feel proud. And a lot of the time that couple's finding great love anyways. I know that to be true for me, is when you finally hit like one of those steps that just knock you up in how you feel about yourself. A lot of the time that opens your heart and the pathway to true, big, real deal love. So this is beautiful. February is going to be a very lovey month for you. It's going to feel good, so enjoy it. In March, you have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles can mean that you're in a situation that you may feel like you're helpless to change, when in reality, the solution to fix whatever it is that is uncomfortable for you is like right behind you. And so it takes looking at it at a different perspective. You know, this is a mother with her child and a husband, and they're standing outside in the cold. They're worried. They don't know where they're going to go. They don't have shelter. They're cold. They're probably hungry. And they're standing in front of the stained glass window of a church that it has doors open and beds ready to provide the shelter and security that they seek. So that which you're seeking is there. You may have to tweak the way you're looking at it. You may have to turn your head 360 degrees and finagle and make some things do that maybe aren't ideal, but what you need is absolutely there, okay? So just know that if you get into a position where you feel like hope is lost, you're being asked to be hopeful. Remember to be hopeful. Reasons to be hopeful. It's asking you, be hopeful, and look for it, and you'll find it. When you know that it's there, and when you know you have to seek it sometimes, you can find it. It's there, okay? So March, just remember to be hopeful, and do actively look out new or different ways of handling a situation, especially if it's a situation that tends to keep reappearing in your life, because we do have our karmic wheels that sometimes we just miss the memo, so we keep reliving it and reliving it and reliving it and reliving it without even realizing it. So maybe in March you might have one of those things happen. Look for it though. Hopefully forewarned is forearmed, okay? So hopefully, if that's what this is, this time you catch the message and you move on, alright? Now in April, you've got the Sun. It looks like you successfully figured out that church is right behind you, that there's hope right behind you. And so the Sun is like victory, it's triumph, it's one of the most positive cards. This is you feeling powerful. This is you experiencing powerful forces. If that's, if that's how it manifests for you, sometimes it can be that, like miracles coming through where you're like, oh my goodness, that's the only way to explain this, is that something miraculously took place that nobody can explain. But mostly this is victory. Like you found that thing. You found that thing that you needed, that you felt like you were missing, that you couldn't quite identify maybe, and you found it, and you're feeling very satisfied, strong. Your position in the world is very strong, okay? And that might be in relation to this new love, or this greater love than what you experienced before. You might have lost sight of it for a minute, and it's back, and you see it, and you know, you have another reason to be hopeful. Just bam, right there it is. Alright, so, come on, May is a Three of Swords. Now this can be lovers' quarrel, so it could be that as much hope and as much how big this love is, and how much victory in relation to love that you've been experiencing, you might have, this could be a separation from lovers. This could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be like you fight and you break up, or there's divorce or stuff, because that, it can be that, excuse me, but it can also be separated by distance. So your loved one may have to travel and go be away from you for a while, and that hurts your heart. Your heart feels broken. You have that pressure, that sinking pressure that makes you doubt whether or not you want to deal with that, or, you know. So this, in April, your heart might be hurting, and just know that it's here to teach you a lesson. It always is, and hopefully your hope is restored pretty quickly right after, since, yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. Just know that when it does, if it does happen to where the love ends that you thought was the greatest love that would last eternity, it wasn't. It was just, you know, trying to teach you or show you ways in which you could grow personally, so that you can manage to pull long-term, lifetime love into your life. And looks like quarreling is kind of picking up a theme, okay? So Five of Wands is your June, okay? And you can see, look at them. They're all fighting each other. They don't even know who's against who, really. They're just kind of going. And this is confusion, you know, bickering, just aggression for aggression's sake, usually. You know, like, you know, when everybody's kind of stressed out and they get kind of at each other. This is kind of that, at each other's throats, bickering. If you can stay out of, if there's bickering that's going on around, if you can try to pull out of it, try to do that. You'll end up being, I don't know, viewed more positively through that. And with you guys, Libras being, you know, very like justice oriented, it's probably, you might end up being a mediator in a situation, excuse me, that erupts around you. If you are involved in it, please do know that you might not be seeing the situation clearly, since nobody kind of knows what's going on. Like, everybody has a bit of the story, and they're all going at all different directions. So I would try to get to the bottom of the actual situation instead of engaging in gossip. Like, this is gossip gone crazy, okay? So I would try to stay out of it as much as possible. Even if it's being directed at you and you feel like you need to defend yourself at this point, it's better just keep your mouth shut, because all you're going to do is make matters worse and make it seem like you absolutely could have done what they're saying you might be saying that you did, okay? So come July, you got the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very strong, rational woman, right? Look at her, I love her little purple dress. I think it is so pretty. The Queen of Swords, she is strong, she is confident, and she is, she's very leadery. I don't think that's a word, but she leads. She's a natural leader, okay? you kind of want to follow her. She's got big ideas, and she's not afraid, and she's strong enough to move towards them, okay? It's possible that in July, either a woman that's in your life comes into a more prominent position where she has more effect on your life, or has more focus of your attention, or has more impact on where you're going in the future, whatever you're working on. It looks like love is really a main focus. So this could be you meet a woman, a new woman, who is that way, and that could or could not be good for you depending on who you are. She can be harsh at times and cut with her words without meaning to. She can be overly honest without tact. But all in all, if you want to know what's truly going on, and you might want to go there, if you have this going on with the quarreling or gossiping happening, and a bunch of bickering and fighting, you might want to go to a woman like the Queen of Swords, who just tells it like it is. She just lays it out. She doesn't care. Like, it's hard for her to care about other people's feelings when she just knows what's up, you know? And sometimes we need those people in our lives to clarify, you know, because you always know what they're saying is truth, and so you might want to look to her. She might play an important role in clearing up maybe some drama that's happening for you. In August, you've got the Five of Swords, and it feels like something has been taken from you unfairly and unjustly. So it could still be a run-on of some kind of drama or it's just somebody comes in and takes something from you that you didn't want, or something is depleting who you are, or your life force, or your ability to move forward in the world by just being negative and sneaky, okay? So this is sneakiness. Yeah, this is sneakiness. So come August, I would be on the lookout, okay? I would be paying attention to those around me. You can watch them. Usually people that are being sneaky, you can kind of see it on their faces. They're kind of trying to read you to see if you know what's up, you know? So I would pay attention to those around you. If you feel kind of off with somebody, maybe somebody new that comes in, maybe somebody new that comes in, I would listen to that. Listen to your gut feelings in relation to you. You might be able to see where somebody's going to take advantage of you before it happens. But just know, if you do end up experiencing a loss come August, you still can go on. It's not like they take everything that you have. You still have two swords there, so you can rebuild yours. You can rebuild. You'll be fine. Okay, but keep your eyes out. Maybe you can put a kibosh to it before it happens. Learn the lesson before it has to come through, okay? In a negative way. Okay, so September you have the Six of Swords. This is good. You need this. So come September, it seems like things are mellowing out. Maybe you learned your lessons, you packed up all your swords, all six of them, which are your lessons learned, your new ideas, your new perspectives, and you loaded them into your boat and you sailed off into calmer waters. You're like, this woman is like, I am done with the drama. I'm not doing it anymore, and if I have to go by myself into the unknown waters, I'm going to them as long as they're calm. That's where I want to be. I'm done with it. So if this is work-related drama that's happening, and it feels to me like it probably is, this might be you venturing out of your work situation into the unknown waters and maybe working for yourself, starting your own business, maybe just quitting your job to then look for something to replace the income so that you can find some stability. You got lots of ideas. You could have lots of inspiration, but you're moving out of drama into calmer waters come September, and that's good. I'm glad to see that. In October, it looks like you might have packed your bags and now you don't know what to do. So you might have abandoned that job and come into, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to get out of this. I feel trapped. Is there hope? You know, and here we are asking if there's hope again. Talking about hope. Is there hope for me? Am I going to make it out okay? I feel stuck. You got the owl here, which is wisdom. So you know what you need to do. You just got to make yourself do it. And that can be the hardest thing. And it takes, you know, it takes that certain thing to click in your head. Just know that all you got to do is turn your head and walk out that bed. These swords are not touching you. They are not holding you down. Your circumstances have no power over you. You have power over your circumstances. So get up, get out of bed, and do what you know you need to do. If you don't know what it is, get up, get out of bed, and you find out, okay? You moved out of calmer waters. That's a beautiful step. When we change, drastically change, and I feel like this is a drastic change that you are attempting to get into calmer waters. Here you are alone at home in your calm, super calm waters, and you don't know what to do. That's fine. Usually, when you have drastic change, you feel that, like, emotional hit of, like, uh-oh, was that right? What do I do? Okay, well, you'll figure it out. You just have to get yourself out of bed and put one foot in front of the other. You got this, okay? So in November, look, you got the High Priestess, and this is like the feminine representation of like divine energy, okay? So this is intuition comes through. You could be listening, you feel, you could just have the same thing come in front of your face, and now you are getting to know what it is that you need to do. Come November, you're like, the universe spoke to me in some way, size, shape, or form. I now have the idea that I'm going to pursue. Things are going to be better for me. I am strong. I'm emotional. There is a mystery and unknown, and I'm ready to embrace it. Look, she's like falling into her future. She's not even looking at it. She just knows she's supported. So try to cultivate that knowing of, I am okay. I am supported. I am worthy of abundance to come to me through that which I can offer the world from my heart and soul, and not just typing keys on the computer for no reason because I hate it and I need money. Like, this to me is, I'm falling into my life purpose. I'm falling into my divine path that I came here and what I'm intended to do, so that I can affect the world at large in a positive way, in the way that you're meant to. And we need you to do that. That is, you know, each and every one of us comes here with a reason, a specific reason, in a way to affect people's lives positively. It's time for you to do that. It feels like with all this drama and stuff happening, you may have been in the wrong place. Now it's time to pack your bags, move into the unknown, and relax into who you are. Now in December, you got the Two of Swords. This is two decisions. You've got two decisions. You have a hard time seeing it. And I think in this instance, you do not need to see it to make this. You close your eyes and you listen. And you listen to the universe. You hear the songs that are playing on the radio, the people talking around you, and you just listen and remember the ones that caught your attention. And you'll hear what you're supposed to do in that instance. I really, truly believe that. I've changed my life in numerous ways, listening to the universe in just that way, listening to the messages coming through other people, even outside of, you know, divination and tarot. It does work like that. So this is, you have two decisions. You feel like you're stuck. You don't know which decision to make. It could be really, what it feels like to me is, on one hand, you're being offered a job that's stable and secure, and it's back in that corner office, and it's dark and it's cold and it's doing something you hate, and you know you'll be miserable, but the check is beautiful. You love it. That looks so nice, and it's so tempting and juicy. And then on this hand, you have this thing that makes you feel good. You get that, like, giddy soul, like, yay, I can do it. You know, like, I wonder if people want to do that. I like doing this, okay? On this hand, and I don't know if people pay, but I think they might, and some people, you know, some people enjoy it, and I think there's a real need for this, or whatever it is. And this is your soul and your purpose speaking, and you have to choose between the two. I would say, choose your heart. Choose your heart every time, and the abundance will flow in. The universe wants you to be who you came here to be. It does, absolutely. And it will support you in that if you commit to it. And, you know, so you're ready to take that leap. You're ready to take it. Do it. Alright? You have reason to be hopeful. This hope card right here, the star, sitting here, is going, when you leave 2016 and move into 2017, you are full of hope because you are learning to hear what the universe is saying to you. You're learning to hear it so you can strive forward, successfully and positively impact the world with your gifts, okay? So, I think it turns out really nicely. That's beautiful. I'm so happy to see you move through drama and then be done with it and ready and willing and independent and strong in yourself when you move out of 2016 into 2017. So, awesome. Please do like, subscribe, and comment if you feel inspired to. Not because I said so, please. Not because I said so, but because you feel inspired to. This is a brand new channel, so these yearlies are my first videos ever on YouTube, doing tarot readings. My intention is to have weeklies for each sign up on Sundays, so if you subscribe, you'll see that pop up in your thing, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the future. So, yeah, have a beautiful year, and hopefully we'll see you around soon. Bye-bye. Much love.